What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am on a mission to find a protective sleeve for our clutch cables. I'm sure most of you know that anytime you modify your Mustang, you change the headers, the long tubes specifically, you'll run into clutch cable clearance issues. So the clutch cable is either like touching the header or pretty much touching the header a hair, eighth of an inch away from the header, and it melts our cables. Our cable seize up and we're stuck on the side of the road. Also, I'm not sure if the heat actually over time will cause the cable to stretch. I don't know if that's just from the clutch, but you never know. I mean, to have the ultimate protection, to get the most out of your clutch cable, this is something I've always wanted to find. Usually I end up having to wrap the cable, with 2 or 3 different wraps just to get it to be good, and it looks funny. And I just really want a simple solution you can buy, just throw on your cable, one and done deal. So I have 2 products here. We're going to be testing those. We're going to do some open flame testing and as well as some radiant heat testing. So let's get right into it. Now, I've already tested these. This Dragon sleeve has passed my test. I think it's going to hold up great in the long run. But the only true way to tell is to put some miles on my coupe and see how it holds up. But as far as doing like a bench test, it's pretty good stuff. But you be the judge after the test. Let me know which one you think will hold up better and drop a comment. I want to find solutions to our issues on our Mustangs, guys, but not just a quick fix. I want something that's it's worth it. It's worth your money. It's worth every dime, and you're gonna get the most protection for your clutch cable. So this stuff, it's called Dragon Sleeve, made by a company called Tech Flex. They claim that literally in their marketing advertisement that if you want to suspend a wiring harness over a pool of lava, then this is the stuff you need. So we're gonna test this. I got my torch here. I got a thermometer. We're gonna wrap this in an old clutch cable that I have, and we're gonna heat this thing up as much as we can, and we're gonna see if it melts through to the clutch cable, and if not, if the clutch cable still works. So I got that wrapped up. Let's put some flames on it. We'll take the temperature now. It's probably like 90 degrees, 85, 83. All right. It looks like it is burning because there is some smoke. So we're out of the range. We're over 800 degrees right now. I mean, headers are around what, 1200, 1500 degrees when you're stepping on it. So I'm not sure how high this thing goes. I just saw a reading that just said high on it. So it's over 800, I'm thinking. So it's 767. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere there. I mean, we're never going to have open flames in the engine bay unless there's, fire, but let's see if that did anything. It's crackling and smoking. And let's see if the cable still works. It's still nice and smooth. I'm gonna show you. No issue there. So if it's still smooth, I doubt that anything happened on the other side. I'm sure that's still a little toasty. So I'm gonna wait a second here. So it did melt through. It did melt through. That sucks. Like I said, this is not for open flames. So that was an open flame. We got it past 800 degrees and it melted right through. So I don't know if radiant heat would be any different. My goal is to find something that we can put and touch on a header and it will not harm the cable. We're never going to see open flames in the engine bay. I mean, for this stuff to handle just straight torch for, I don't know, what was that, maybe a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Even though it did melt the cable, it's pretty good. I mean, it didn't go all the way through. It started, try to get a better shot of that. It just started bubbling on the top. It didn't really like penetrate all the way. Kind of just got into that first layer of plastic. But at first I was a little bummed, but I mean, this is some pretty good shit. I kind of want to see or do like a more of a realistic scenario, because you're never gonna have like a straight torch going on your clutch cable. So let's get like a piece of metal or something. We'll heat it up and that'll act like the header, and we'll see if the heat will go from the metal and penetrate through the cable. I'm gonna just move the sleeve up to a nice new spot up here. So again, let me just show you, we got a nice clean spot here. The cable is still in good condition. It's still moving in and out. Just grab it here. It's all good. All right, let's heat it up. I'm just gonna go until this thing says it's high or that the metal turns red, and then we'll know. That's how close we are. We probably got a little less than 1/4 of an inch, and we're already getting red. So this is like full throttle, 8,000 RPM shift. Still not that hot. I might have to get a different torch. But then again, I don't know how accurate this thermometer is. We're over 800. We're cherry red. It looks like it is penetrating a little bit. You can kind of see the outer edge of that cable. Let's see where we're at. Cooled down pretty quick. only about 500. But we got it past the high mark, so that thing was cooking. You saw it was cherry red, so let's see if it did any damage. Wow, look at that. I'm touching it. It is warm, but it's not like I can't touch it. It's too hot. So that's pretty good. This is some good stuff. Let's see if the cable still works. Look at that. Nice and smooth. I think we found a nice heat protective sleeve, but the only true test is to put this in the car, put some miles on it, and we'll see how it holds up in the long term. So let's recap. Open flames, I don't really think anything is going to protect a plastic cable with open flames. Even though this stuff did pretty good, it still kind of started getting through to the cable. But as far as radiant heat, I think this stuff is going to do very well. And if it does, I'm excited to finally find a solution to this issue and protecting your parts and stuff that actually works and works as advertised, because that goes a long way nowadays. So when I first had this idea to find a solution to this, I came across this stuff. Now this looks like that cheap Amazon special heat wrap that you can find. I'm sure some of you have bought that on Amazon. It's pretty much like cardboard. It doesn't protect anything. This is made by the same company. It's good for 1400 or 12 to 1400 degrees. So it was a little cheaper than the Dragon sleeve. So I was like, yeah, let's try this. But I was never a fan of how it looked. So this is just like that aluminized stuff with some tightly wrapped or braided fiberglass on the inside. So this, like the way they advertise this one, it really seems like it would fit the clutch cable application way better than the Dragon sleeve. They made it seem like the Dragon sleeve was overkill, but that's why I went with this first. Another reason. So let's try it out. Okay, so my phone stopped recording for whatever reason, but I don't even think I had it on for 30 seconds, and it completely ate this stuff apart. And it also melted the cable. So, definitely not good for open flames. But that's not why we're here. We gotta do the radiant heat test. We're gonna get that piece of metal again, and let's see how that goes. We'll shoot for this section right here, since that's the only really clean section we got. All right. So there we are. We're shooting for this right here, nice and clean. The cable still works, by the way. I already tested it. It's a nice clean spot on the wrap. About a 1/4 inch away, just like the last one. Move the camera over here. Heating up now. Starting to get red. It's almost about 800 degrees. It's hotter up there. I'll go for another 30 seconds. I think I moved it a little bit. Go back, still here. I think it's just the reflection, but it looks like the wrap is getting red as well. Really got to get this thing right in the right spot. I think the laser's reflecting too. I don't know which one to go toward. Definitely got to be over 800 here. There we go. That's another minute. So you just did about a 1.5 minute wide open throttle pull. See what we got. Let's check the cable, see if that works first. Cable's still good. It's a little warmer than the Dragon sleeve, but I can touch this no problem. Cable's still good. I'm hitting my thing over here. There we go. Cable feels exactly the same. It doesn't seem that this has been compromised in any way other than the open flames portion. I think the simple fact that this can handle open flames way better than this can, I'm gonna choose this one all day. So in a few months, once I start test driving the coupe, and we'll really see how this holds up with my clutch cable. So I just finished installing it today. I wrapped it with the Dragon sleeve all the way down. Mounted it to the timing cover because I didn't want to drill a hole in my nice engine bay here. Goes all the way down, and I'll show you from the bottom as well. It doesn't seem to be anywhere near the headers from the top side, which is cool. Now that I think about it, this is probably the worst vehicle to test this stuff on because I don't think I've had this much clearance in any Mustang. I mean, what do we got here? Four inches maybe? That should be plenty fine. I'm confident this stuff will protect my cable because it's not even close to the headers, but
These headers cook, man. You run the engine for 10 seconds and you can't even touch the headers. So we're still going to test it. I'll still come back and update you guys, but I'm confident that this is not going to be an issue at all. Well, you guys saw firsthand. Let me know what you think in the comments, which one you think would work better. I know for a fact on classic Mustangs, they have the worst fitment when you convert it to a clutch cable. There is no room in there. The tubs are just too tight and there's just no space for that cable. I need to find a better car that has less clearance, you know, to get a true test on that stuff. But I'll put the Dragon sleeve on my website if you guys want to try it out. Go for it. I'll have it available up there, so I'll put the link below. And please, if you guys know of a protective shield that's better than what I got, that you have done the testing on already, this is just the first 2 products that I've found. This company, TechFlex, they have a bunch of different products. Dragon sleeve was at the very bottom of the page, their best product, so I just went for the best one. But if you have something else that's better, that you know that works, please let everybody know so we can all save our clutch cables and we don't have to go through as many as we do. And like I said before, a one and done deal, not something, oh, well, I wrapped it with this and then I coated it with this and then I wrapped it with some more stuff and wrapped it again and it works. I'm looking for a one and done deal, something you can just take out the packaging, slip on the cable, and call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. See you on the next one.